Hey guys, DJLunchbox here, Lunchbox Gaming. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thank you for watching. Go ahead and please hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Returning viewers, thanks for checking in. Hit that like button, if you like the video. If not, drop me a comment below. Maybe I'll reply, maybe I won't. Here today to talk about my build here. I've done a couple of videos showcasing some gameplay at different angles. So I'm going to be, filming more now that I'm about 80% complete with this build. So today I'm just going to showcase what I have and what I'm working with as far as, parts, PC, monitors, all that good stuff, software. So yeah, let's get right into it. To start off, the main basis, I did not build this. This is a beautiful GRS mini kit from Ryan over there at GameRoomSolutions. Great guy. Got this kit from him. This is the mini version because I don't have space and the wife won't let me get a full size yet. So for now, this is good. It's running the 27-inch HD Playfield, 18.5-inch Backglass. No third screen though. I did talk to Ryan about that prior, and he said he wasn't planning on adding a third screen to the Mini. However, with today's announcement from, well, not really announcement, but today's leak from Arcade1Up, they will be jumping into the pinball game, to do direct competition with Toy Shock. However, theirs looks like a little bit better because it seems to be a partnership with Zen. And they're also going for the Mini. It's going to be a 24-inch screen, however, but it is going to have a third screen in there. So, hey, Ryan, maybe this is a time to upgrade it, add that third screen. If you do, throw your boy a prototype, yeah? Just kidding. Anyways, so while this is Ryan's kit, I've done quite a number of modifications simply because just because I wanted to, just because you can. There are certain things and certain features that was included in the original one that didn't really work right for me, especially when you're on the legs. So let's start off with that. I'm running real Williams pinball legs from Pinball Life. I got the, really can't tell, but they're kind of like the unfinished steel. I think that went great with the all black because I'm not planning on adding graphics to it as well. I've got the underglow LED lights, very simple, super easy. I'm running Eclipse buttons. I love those so much. The blacked out center. I'm also running a 60mm launch button. No room for a plunger, which is unfortunate, but you can't have it all sometimes. Hey Ryan, maybe another consideration. Make it a little bit lower, throw in a plunger, throw in a coin door, just saying. What else? I've also gone ahead and got rid of the original plexiglass that came with, and I just went with some regular plate glass. I was tired of all the swirls and special cleaners you needed so you don't get scratches on plexiglass. So just went to Home Depot. They sell this, they cut it to size. Although I took my plexiglass so they can match it, didn't really cut right, so I had to actually trim some of the inner part, which was actually the guideline for the T-molding. However, really didn't make a difference since I won't be using the T-molding to hold down the glass. I will be adding the aluminum sidings to give it much more realistic view, give it that nicer OG feel of a pinball table. So once I get that going, it'll be on both sides. Another thing I did was I need a lock bar. What's a pinball machine without a lockdown bar? Although this one doesn't really lock down anything, it just sits there for aesthetics. Called Paul over at VirtuaPin and told him what I needed. He said he might have some in the back. Shot me back some pictures of this really cool, really nice mini lockdown bar that he was using. It's old stock for him because I guess he doesn't use this size. I had to go ahead and sand down portions of both sides to get it to fit because the kit is actually a little too wide. So I ended up sanding it down. It works, it fits, it kind of stays in place. However, I plan, because of the glass that goes all the way down here, I plan to add maybe some magnetic strips down in here, some magnets, So this will stay a little bit more snug when it's on there. But for now, it's good. And hey, it really looks nice. I mean, it brings just a little bit more personality to it, in my opinion. So, you know, up there, I have the two speakers from my 2.1 PC system that runs the audio in the back. Eventually, I plan to incorporate those into the center portion that I need to build, where I'm going to incorporate the third screen for the DMD. So for now, they're just up there. They're good. I could place them inside, but, you know, sound-wise, it's much better that way. So that's pretty much all there is for the outside. This extra third button is actually my PC button. I've wired my motherboard for that for power. So let's go ahead and dive into the inside, see what's behind all this. Go ahead and grab this glass, slide it out of the way. Oops. That's not going to help for listening. All right. Sorry about that. So let's pull this a little bit closer so you can see. Another thing I did, well, one of the other things I did was this kit originally swung out, had a bottom that swung out where you were supposed to access all your computer stuff. But while that works great, if you were to place this on a table, so you could just tilt it to the side, when you've got it on legs, you don't really want to work on this like a mechanic does. So I ended up sealing the bottom, added 3 brackets so you cannot swing it down. So now I have to access it from the top, more like an authentic pinball machine. So this is my ASUS 27-inch monitor. I did have to decase it, so I have the bezel there. Let's go ahead and open her up. All I really do is I just put it up here, and there she stands, hopefully. All right, there you go. All right, so there's the inside. It's a very big mess. Let me line it up. So there it is. There you go. A lot of wires, a lot of stuff. I need to get back in there and clean it up. For now, it's fine. I just got in my PC fans that I will add for air drawing in and drawing it out. So to start, let's go with what I've got here, the brains behind everything. Running a Gigabyte motherboard that's got a Xeon E3 1231 version 3 processor. It's pretty much an i7-4770. That's what that's in there. Running that is a GTX 980 GPU, which is very, very well for 1080p. Since I don't plan on doing 4K on this build, it's more than enough. Plays everything really smooth. I got a 256 floating around in there, SSD memory for the onboard software, and then 1 terabyte regular HDD for the tables and all media and stuff. Back there you can see the 2.1 subwoofer for the Logitech system. And then right there is the newest additions, which are a beaut. The Dayton HD-N8 tactile exciters transducers. So what those are, if you don't know what exciters are, they're pretty much speakers, but the way they work is that they need to be applied to a surface to turn anything into a speaker. I went with these for the surround sound feedback, so I can get feedback. I did not want to do solenoids and contactors and any of that, especially in a mini build. I mean, it's super tight in there. So adding all that other stuff was just not going to be something I wanted to delve into. So what I've got running is I've got 4 of those Daytons in here. You can see there's 2 right there. There's 1 there. There's 1 there. Then swing this around, and if you can see it right there, there's 1 underneath those buttons, and then there's also 1 right there. And what that does is that produces some very nice little feedback and sounds when you're playing with the flippers, so it actually feels like you're hitting those flippers. And it's all very relative depending on the sound. So what I'm also doing is I am combining or uniforming all my sounds, so all the tables have the same flippers, have the same bumpers, because that helps with the SSF, because when the ball's rolling around, you want it to sound all the same everywhere. So another modification I did was this 2x4 right here. So originally the way that this was lined up was there was a center bar here where you mounted your monitor. However, I had to hack mine up because it didn't fit this ASUS monitor, which led me to have to decase it. But I eventually didn't want it there, so it was going to be a little obtrusive. As you can see, I need to get into all this beautiful hardware in here. So what I did was I added this stud back here that holds the back portion of the monitor, and up there I've got two L brackets with some felt on there where the top portion lays. I also lowered it a little bit, reduced the angle of it. Eventually, maybe I will do addressable LEDs on the side. So yeah, I did that. I got the door back there as well. So yeah, this is pretty much it. That is my rig. Software wise, I'm running Pinball Y. I think you've seen some of my videos where I talk about it. Let me go ahead and put this down here. Pinball Y is a very, very easy software to use. I pretty much love using it. It's very straightforward, nothing too crazy to work with. And it's very customizable. I've got the latest, I think beta 17, there might be a beta 18 version out. However, I'm running the 17. They've just added the underlays. So now you can do the underlays. Another awesome feature is the fonts. So if you can see, my bottom fonts there are in the old school Sega font. This is a different font for when I don't have it, and in the top I'm running a third font. So yeah, that is my front end, custom sounds. I've got videos, you know, wheels, everything. So and then right here, I guess I didn't showcase that, can't really see it, but I've got the amp that runs my SSF so I can control my mechanical sounds. And then I've got the other controller there that controls the back music sounds for the games. So yeah, that's about it. That is my build. You know, pretty happy with it. It works well in the room, plays great now. But like they always say, you're never really finished. There's always something else you want to add. I've got a few more things I need to add, like the fans and the side rails, and then touch up the paint where I've sanded it down. But for the most part, it's what keeps me entertained. And that's it. I've rambled long enough. Hopefully you've made it to the end of the video. If you have, I appreciate that. If you like what I've talked about, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I have no websites to promote, so, you know, just come to my YouTube. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and go to Visual Pinball Addicts. Love that group. They're great people there. The Pinup Popper, only be for Pinup Player. And if you can, you know, maybe do Visual Pinball Junkies as well. A lot of guys go into that one as well. A lot of help out there. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later.